Autoline Daily is brought to you by Bridgestone, passion for excellence.
Here are today's top headlines. Delphi clawing its way out of bankruptcy. General Motors may have found a buyer for Hummer, and Ford is planning on boosting production. Up next, we'll be back with the news behind the headlines. This is Autoline Daily for Tuesday, June the 2nd, 2009. I'm Murray Feldman from Fox 2 News in Detroit, sitting in for my friend John McElroy. He's out of town on business, he tells us again. He should be back tomorrow. Anyway, here's today's news. Bankruptcy continues to be the buzz in the automotive world in the wake of General Motors declaring Chapter 11 yesterday, and word that with historic speed, Chrysler will be coming out by Thursday. Now, after 4 long years, Delphi appears to be doing the same. The Wall Street Journal reports that a private equity firm, along with a GM unit, reached an agreement to finally allow the struggling supplier to emerge from bankruptcy. It's good news for General Motors since Delphi is one of its major suppliers. A final approval hearing is set for next month. Meanwhile, one of the 4 brands on the GM chopping block, Hummer, has found a buyer. Autoblog reports that earlier today the company announced a memorandum of understanding to sell the luxury off-road brand to an undisclosed buyer. The deal is expected to be completed by the 3rd quarter. In addition, the memo states that all production will return to Hummer's Indiana plant, closing its South African facility, while its dealer network will remain intact. Bankruptcy in the auto industry may actually turn out to be a good thing. Wards reports that Chrysler's month-over-month sales went up since filing Chapter 11. Ahead of official numbers, the company moved 65,000 vehicles last month, compared to about 61,000 in April. It seems nobody is quite sure why sales are up, but there are some new incentives and some dealers are offering some pretty big discounts. With its crosstown rivals mired in bankruptcy, Ford is trying to take advantage of the situation. The Wall Street Journal reporting that the company is looking to further increase its market share, which has gone up for 6 of the last 7 months. It plans to boost production in the 3rd quarter by 10% over last year. Much of the increase will come from building more F-150 pickups. But they'd better be careful. Gas prices have been creeping up, which could put the brakes on truck sales. The move shows that Ford is cautiously optimistic about the market. Let's just hope their confidence doesn't turn into cockiness. Yesterday, VOLVO announced a partnership with Swedish energy company Vattenfall to develop plug-in hybrids and bring them to market by 2012. The vehicle will be powered by a lithium-ion battery that takes about 5 hours to charge from a standard wall plug. It's expected to go 50 kilometers or about 31 miles on electric power. The hybrid will also be equipped with a diesel engine to help boost its range. Under the agreement, VOLVO will build the cars and Vattenfall will develop the electric charging systems. Coming up next, look at the methane-powered Fiat Grande Punto. We'll be back right after this.
Changing tires out here could be dangerous, but with these tires, I don't need to worry.
Bridgestone.
Outside all the turmoil at GM and Chrysler, one of the other big stories in the auto world is reducing fuel consumption and emissions. There are many solutions being developed by automakers like hybrids, plug-in electrics, hydrogen-powered vehicles, and biofuel cars. But one solution that hasn't received a lot of attention is methane. That's probably because there isn't much of an infrastructure to support methane at this time, and the only OEM to offer a methane-powered car is Fiat. The company offers 6 vehicles in Italy that can run on a combination of gas and methane. One of those vehicles is the Grande Punto, which is one of the cars Chrysler is considering adding to its future lineup here in North America. The vehicle, officially called the Grande Punto Natural Power, is pretty much the same as the regular Grande Punto, except that the methane version has a lower top speed and slower acceleration than the gas-powered version. Surprisingly, the luggage area is the same in both vehicles, as are all of the major dimensions. Methane versions of the Grande Punto are fitted with an 84-liter tank that can travel 310 kilometers or nearly 193 miles when full. Combined with gas, the Grande Punto Natural Power can travel over 1,000 kilometers or 620 miles when full. The car costs €12,300, just over $16,700, and because of its low emissions, it qualifies for a tax credit too. Fiat claims its methane lineup of vehicles averages close to a 25% reduction in CO2 emissions. And not surprisingly, Fiat has the lowest average emissions in its lineup among the 10 best-selling automakers throughout Europe. Although don't expect methane-powered Fiats badged as Chryslers in North America anytime soon. That's it for today's top news in the global auto industry, but don't forget to check out Autoline After Hours this and every Thursday evening. Join John and his cohorts at 7 p.m. Eastern Time or 2300 hours GMT for the most candid car-themed discussion anywhere. You don't want to miss it. I'm Murray Feldman, Fox 2 News in Detroit. Thanks for watching. McElroy should be back in the saddle tomorrow, unless he tells us he's on business again.
Visit our website for even more great content all week long. Autoline Extra, Dawn's Journal, podcasts, and even more. So click over and get the inside view at AutolineDetroit.tv.